What's up, Wolfpack? We're back with another video. I recorded an intro earlier today because I was going to do a gym video, but when I got to the gym, I just really wasn't in the mood to record. I didn't really know what to talk about either. So instead, we got a very real Q&A with some very real comments. Let's get into it. This might be the first time you guys actually see me edit because I'm going to have to throw the questions on the screen. I'll probably throw them like right up there. So me, when I'm editing, throw it up here. Okay. But so the first question from the person named I Got a Cheeseburger, they asked, "Do you have any goals outside of YouTube?" So yeah, I mean, you know, YouTube, it's definitely a goal, but it's not my primary. Eventually I want to have kids. At some point, I feel like I've said in the past, I feel like I'd be an awesome ass dad. I feel like I'd be like, I don't know, my kid would be like, "Dad, help me," and then I'll like pull out a fucking scroll, and I'll just like give him some words of advice. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, being a cool ass dad, um, hitting 225 on bench, that's the reason I started going in the gym, and I still haven't hit it. I've been going for 2 years, 3 months, really consistent, kind of training hard, but yeah, I have a lot of goals. Obviously, I haven't named all of them, but I do have a lot of goals outside of YouTube. So yeah, that hopefully that answered your question. And let's go on to the next one. That's like my transition. All right, we got a question from the real Alpha. Whoa, am I right? Whoa, yeah. His question is, why do you say "What's up, Wolfpack" in the intro? Um, well, to answer that, a friend of mine who's appeared in some of the videos said I should start calling you guys the Wolf Pack. So I was like, okay, I'll stick with it. I'll rock with it. So I figured, why not, why not greet you guys after or at the start of every video? You greet people in conversations. So I'll just say, "What's up, Wolf Pack?" Let's leave it at that. All right, next question. I feel like I'm going through these quick. Man, you guys gotta make longer questions. Am I right or am I right? My bad. But next question from Tyrone37. Would you still love me if I was a worm? No. Let's leave it at that. Triple Decker CR asks, what games do you play? So I actually play a lot of games. Here, I'll pull out. I'm actually on my computer right now, my desktop that I brought. So I'll list a few of the games that I'm looking at here. So recently, I've been playing Rocket League for a decently long time now. I'm a big Rocket League guy. League of Legends, I'm like on and off. I got like a love hate with. I find it fun like time to time, and I have one friend that loves to play it with me, and it's like the only thing he'll play. So that. Same with CS2. I'm pretty on and off with that. I pull the knife because the one time I've really tried gambling was with CS, and I just really wanted to pull a knife. I pulled a vanilla skeleton knife, and yeah, my friend said I should have sold it before they kind of ruined the market. Or well, they said I should have. Yeah, they said I should have sold it before the update happened, and then the update happened. I would have had like, I think I could have sold it for 900 on the Steam market when I first got it, and now it's probably going for like 400 last time I checked. So yeah, I definitely could have made a bag, but that's kind of more like a personal thing. It's my first knife I pulled, so I keep it that. I play a lot of Mega Bonk. The first streams I ever did, or well, the first like, not I guess not the first streams. When I got back to streaming, like last semester, so like 3-ish months ago, uh, the first game I played was Mega Bonk. I tried getting on the leaderboard, and I realized I was really bad at the game. So I mean, I still play it now. I'm still kind of mid. I think I just got like my second best score ever at 431,000 kills. So, I mean, not the worst. It definitely could have been better. There's people with like almost a million. But I'm still trying to go for that top 10. And you guys might see me up there. So, watch out for that. Terraria is another game I play. Favorite game of all time. You know, if you know me, you know, Terraria is go-to game. I've been playing it since like 2015-ish. I used to play on mobile a bunch because I didn't own a console. Then I have a good chunk of hours on PlayStation, and now I play it on my PC. Get to play some mods, so it's hype. And looking at the rest of these, I guess I've been also playing a decent amount of Marvel Rivals recently. I'm not the biggest fan of Marvel Rivals, but you know, I figured, or well, I didn't figure. My friends were asking me to play, and I was like, all right, I guess I'll play. And then I tried Deadpool out, and I actually was having a pretty fun time. So let's get on to the next question. Bird Lover 42 says, "What's your favorite bird?" I don't know. I don't really know a whole lot of birds. You know, if I had to pick one, probably a pigeon. You know, if you guys know the niche game of Bird Game 3, you know, everybody knows that pigeons got the most skill here. You know, this is a little bit of a callback, and it's kind of out of style now. We should bring back Bird Game 3. But, you know, pigeon had crazy skill, crazy aura. So, yeah, I'd probably have to go pigeon, to be honest. I don't really know any other birds besides, like, hummingbird. And I'm not going to do, like a fake bird that I think of off the top of my head, because that's just not a real bird. So, yeah, hopefully that answers your question. It should, because I did give my favorite bird. 5'3" says, "Would you ever stream?" Yeah. I mean, I literally talked about how I was streaming a few months ago. I kind of got bored of it though, because the only people in my or that would be in my chat would be chat bots saying to buy their view bots on this link, and then I'd have to ban them. It was really really annoying, really boring. And you know, initially I was actually trying to be a streamer instead of a YouTuber. Like I have a second channel named Grug VODs, where I posted all the VODs, because I didn't really want to like sit down and edit, which is, I mean, I still don't really edit much. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be editing a lot up in this corner. Remember that, editing me. I'm up editing in this corner. But yeah, I I would stream again if I had a bigger audience and not chatbots and maybe some moderators. But that's really it. All right, let's get to the next question. Chunker says, "Are you only going to do gym content?" First of all, Chunker, haven't been watching all the YouTube videos, asshole. Um, you know, I got videos of my thoughts. I got videos of the economy. Maybe watch those. But as of right now, yeah, you know, gym content. I enjoy making it, but if you guys have been watching the recent videos, I've actually been running out of stuff to say, which is mostly because I'm just not keeping up with like the news and stuff, and I've low-key been not reflecting a whole lot, mostly because I'm trying, or well, nah, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna keep myself accountable. I just haven't been thinking too much on stuff like that as of recently. You know, with the like philosophical stuff that I was talking about in the home gym videos, whatever political stuff I talked about in the home gym video, the third one, and really just some like mindset stuff. I just really haven't been thinking about that recently. And yeah, so I definitely would do more content. If I were to do more content, different kinds of content, I want to do like other kinds of vlogs outside of the gym. Maybe like I don't know. I go to a bowling alley. I do a bowling vlog. That'd be kind of boring. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think you guys would enjoy a bowling vlog. I don't think I would enjoy a bowling vlog. but like some kind of thing where I'm doing something other than gym. The thing that just came into my mind is I'm a big golfer, so golf video, that'd be kind of awesome. You guys will see the greatest golfer of all time. I'm talking about me, by the way, and you guys will see how I shoot a 150 on a 73 par hole. I think I said that right. I don't know. I'm new to golf. I started the last summer and I had a lot of fun with it. And then the last question of the video today is by P Swizzle. Which would you rather? Never go to Nebraska or never get hard again? First of all, funky question. I don't know why you're asking me this. You know, when you think of like questions, this is what you think of? Let's, weird. Real weirdo. P Swizzle. Weirdo. Remember that. But I will answer the question because it's here. What's in Nebraska? I don't really know much about Nebraska. Shit. I know it's a state, and I've heard it's tough there from, one podcast. I heard that they said there's, the state's tough. So, I mean, that's pretty good. They got something going for them. And then it's either that or I never get hard again. Which, sorry, Mom, if you're watching this, But I'm going to keep it honest. I probably would never get hard again. I don't know much about Nebraska, but I've also never been to Nebraska. So if I were to never go, I would never see Nebraska. And I feel like, I want to travel a little bit. I want to go around, kind of do some things. Just kind of see what the world's got, You don't want to be confined in your kind of safe haven, I guess. And when I mean safe haven, I'm talking like your home, your hometown, your state. You want to at least travel a little bit, even if it's like for like a week. A week trip's still a week trip. A day trip's still a day trip. You gotta leave your comfort zone every once in a while. So yeah, I'd probably never get hard again, to answer that question. Anyways, that's all the questions I had lined up. That's all the ones that my team had pulled up. So if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Remember to grow as a person. Remember to be yourself. Use the height points thing. I'm pretty sure there's like height points that they added. I want to see what that does. I want to see if that makes me do better in the algorithm. So yeah, use your height points, and comment any other questions you guys want, and maybe I'll do a part 2. Anyways, I love you guys, and I'll probably do a gym video tomorrow. So I'll see ya.